we have, can you see? Okay. Y equals E3x plus x cubed minus 9x plus 7. Show that the stationary point is given by that equation. So in other words, the question is like saying solve or find where the stationary point is. So what do you need to do first? Well, that's the derivative. So what's the derivative here?
It's a 3 and then 3x squared minus 9
equal to 0. Okay, so we can divide everything by 3. Yeah, and we can get E3x equals, oops, sorry, no, that's right. Did I lose a number? 113, no, that's right. 3 minus x squared. Now how can I cancel the e? With a log, yeah. So I get 3x equals log 3 minus x squared. Or in other words, I get x equals 1 over 3 log 3 minus x squared. That's what they ask me to do. They say, show that the x coordinate for the stationary point is given by that equation. So in other words, what they ask you to do is to take this equation and rearrange it into this equation. That's basically the question. It's not too bad for 6 marks, but if you didn't know what to do, then it seems like an impossible 6 marks, but it's not too difficult. Now the advantage of writing it like this is, what type of problem is this now? Are we finding the root? No, because here, look, little side note, this is a root finding problem where you want to solve for fx equal to 0. What formula do we use to solve this type of problem?
The number 6.
Yeah, no, what's the name of the formula?
Minus log.
Name of the formula.
You just said number 6.
No, well, it's the name of the formula that lets you find the root for any equation. Thank you, Newton-Raphson. Now, what type of problem is this? This is not finding a root.
Minus log.
No. What's this called when you try to solve these equations? Thank you. Fixed point. So this is a fixed point, and this is a Newton-Raphson problem. Yeah, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Good. So now you find the fixed point correct to 4 decimal places, starting at 0.3. So we start with 0.3. Now this question is so easy when you think about it, because how do I get the next point, x2? Substitute into what? That's right there. So I mean, it's really, really simple. No. Log, and okay. So when I put x 0.3 into this here, on my calculator, 1/3 log 3 minus 0.3 squared, I'll get 0.356051071. I'm just writing all the numbers down. Now what do? I put it in again. So now I put it in again, and I get 0.3518120067. Now does the question say how many times to use it?
It didn't say. It just said correct for the
4 decimal places. So I do not believe I have it correct to 4 decimal places yet, because if I look at the decimal places here, this is 3000, this is 3560, this is 3518. So I think I have the first two. Don't think I have all four though. X4 equals 3521,599,406. Now I think I'm finished because when I look at the next one, 0.3521, 315532, it's not changing. 3521, 3521, 3521, yep, it's fixed. So the X is approximately 0.3521 to 4 decimal places.
So I did it only 2 parts. Is it okay?
You wouldn't get full marks.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's quite unusual here. It's quite unusual that they don't say how many times to use it. In total, I have to use the formula well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times I have to use the formula. Well, no, really, put that in. No, really 4 times. And this is the answer from using it the 4th time. So I have to use the formula 4 times. Normally you only have to use it 2 times. Notice though, if you only used it 3 times, the answer would be a little bit wrong because the 5 here would make you round up to 2, when really it should be 2-1. Anyway, I don't really see this happening for you because this was 2009, so that's 6 years ago, and in the last 6 years instead they say as well, how many times to use the formula. So the question would say, use the formula twice, what is the answer to 4 decimal places? Something like this, okay? Can I go to the B part now? Yeah?
Yeah, because in the question they say to find this is not.
Yes. Oh, the one I gave you, they said it, yeah? How many times did they say it? 2 times, was it?
And you're also going to the
yeah, was this in section A?
yeah.
Yeah, 2 times, 4 significant figures. This is the normal way. A curve is such that at any point the gradient is proportional to the square root of the y coordinate at that point, and the curve passes through 3, 1 and 4, 4. Solve, basically. So this isn't too difficult. It's a little bit easier than the last one I did for you. dy dx equals k root y. dy dx equals ky power a half. dy over y a half equals k dx. So I have here y power minus 1/2 dy equals k dx. And now I can integrate both sides. So when I integrate here, I get y power a half over a half equals kx. So I get 2 root y equals kx. So I get root y equals a half kx plus my c. Now I should square. Y equals a half kx plus c all squared. Now to find the k and the c, we've seen how to do this before. I have 2 points which I can put in. That's all really. So if I put this one in first, I get 1 equals 3 over 2k plus c squared. And if I put the other point in, I get 4 equals 2k plus c squared. So I get 3 over 2k plus c should equal 1. if I square root this, I get 2k plus c equals 2. Now I know there's plus and minus questions here, but if you remember the last time I did this one, I said we don't really need to worry about the minus one because when we look at our two coordinates, they're both positive. So I think the minus answers just represent the curve except upside down. So if instead it was like 3 minus 1 and 4 minus 1 or something like that. Anyways, if you want to consider the plus minus possibility to have more answers, that's fine. You don't get any extra marks, and if you want to do it, that's fine. So you would have in total 4 answers. No, sorry, in total you would have 2 answers. No, in total you would have 4 answers. I can show you in a moment now. Let me just solve this first, okay? So let me just put a box around this. Equation 1, oh yeah, and this would be, no, equation 2. Okay, what's the easiest way to solve these? Well, they both have a c in it, don't they? So if I just minus them, 2k minus 3 over 2k is a half k. C minus c, gone. 2 minus 1, 1. So k equals 2. If I put that in there, I get a 4. 2 minus 4?
2 minus 4 is 2.
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
So c equals minus 2. So my answer would be y equals the square root of, what was my formula? A half k, so that's a half 2, which is 1, x plus c, which is minus 2. Now we can check the answer, okay? If I put x as 3, what's 3 minus 2? Square root of 1?
1.
And it is. Now, if I put in 4, oh no, something went wrong. Did I forget something somewhere? 4. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe we should consider the plus and the minus. I didn't make a silly mistake here. 2k minus 3 over 2k is a half k. K is 2, that's a 4, 2 minus 4 is minus 2. 4, 4, 4. Oh, sorry, it's not square root. It's y equals x plus c squared. Okay, let's try that again. 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 squared is 1. That's correct. Okay, try the next one, 4. 4 minus 2? 2. And 2 squared? 4. So the point 3, 1 does fit on this line and 4, 4 does fit on this line. So this is correct. Now I said if you want there's actually 4 possible answers. So technically this is answer 1. And this answer you get when you look at the positive and the positive. If you were to look at the negative and negative, because remember here what I did was I took a square root. What's the square root of 1 here? It'd be like plus or minus 1. And likewise here I took a square root 4, really plus or minus 2. So in fact, if I just put on the side here, or maybe down here, you have 4 possible problems. The first one I did for you, 3 over 2k plus c equals 1. And 2k plus c equals 2. Or you could have 3 over 2k plus c equals minus 1. And 2k plus c equals minus 2. Or you could have 3 over 2k plus c equals minus 1. 2k plus c equals 2. 3 over 2k plus c equals 1. And 2k plus c equals minus 2. So this one here is plus plus, minus minus, minus plus, plus minus.
But Mr. Steven, you said when we take the square root of something, it is positive.
Yes, now this is where you have to be very careful. I'll talk about that in a minute. They're not expecting you to look at all 4 possible answers. And besides, I have a funny feeling that these three answers here won't work because the points won't fit. Although maybe not. Rather than solving it by hand, we'll just get the program to solve it. So while that's loading, let me just be very clear here, Ali. So if I write x squared equals 9 and put a square root on both sides, then we say x equals plus or minus 3. If I say x equals square root 9, then that just equals 3. The plus and the minus is coming here because of many answers. This square root 9 is just a calculator. It's just, the square root of 9. It's not made because we're trying to solve. Right. So I just need you to call out these equations here. So I'll just write the 4 answers down. The first answer. Okay. So we'll do minus minus next. So what was the equation? 3 over 2 k plus c equals minus 1. And the other one?
3 over 2k.
Yeah.
C equals minus 1.
Wait, that's what I just have.
Okay. Plus c.
Hang on. 2k plus c equals minus 2.
Yes, okay.
Right, let's see what we get here. Nope, that's not 12. Right, this is 2 and minus 2. So the second possible answer will be y equals, again, a half by 2. Oh wait, is it the same? Oh no, it's the signs are opposite. So it would be minus k plus 2 squared. The c is positive and the k is negative. Okay, let's see the next one, a minus and a plus. So change this one to a plus. Well, actually, it's just changing this one here to a plus. This one here to a plus. Ah, interesting. Totally different. Minus 10 and 6. Minus 10 and 6. The k is 6, the c is minus 10. So that's a 3 because there's a half there. And then lastly, minus on the other one. The same but swapped. So we have here y equals minus 3x plus 10 squared. Now in fact, although they look different, these are exactly the same thing, because you can write the second one, you can take the minus out and you have x minus 2 and the minus squared. Anyway, these are the same. And these are the same. So you only have 2 answers. Y equals x minus 2 squared and y equals 3x minus 10 squared. Now I do wonder if this one works. If I put in 3, 9 minus 10 is minus 1 squared is 1. And then if I put in 4, so it does work. So in fact there are 2 answers here, although the Martin scheme only has this answer here. Yeah, no, that's interesting. So that's good. I'm glad I did that. So we have 2 answers here, 2 possible answers. Although for the exam, when I've seen this come up twice, you stop here. How many marks? 6. Yeah. Now maybe if it was 9 marks and the question said all possible answers, but I don't think that would happen. Huh? No, it's not that bad, is it? I think it's okay. What? Huh? Okay. So that's it. I'm going to upload that video now after this class, and then you have every question. There's a video for every question, answer for everything.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything else.